Welcome to Raj classes. Today we'll discuss about the declaration of memory variables. We can declare the variables in two ways. First one is local variable declaration. Second one is global variable declaration. We can declare the variables in two ways, either locally or globally. Local variable declaration, global variable declaration. Clear? Now come to what is local variable declaration. Local variable declaration. Come to local variable declaration. Clear? If any variable is declared within a block or within any function, if any variable is declared within any block or any function, that is called local variable declaration. If any variable is declared within the block or function, then it is called local variable, then it is called local variable. Clear? The scope or lifetime, clear, is of that variable is within that block or function. Clear? Suppose this is my integer main. This is one example you can take. Here I have declared integer, suppose a equal to 20. Clear? Now printf a equal to percentile d, a equal to percentile d, then a. Then this is integer main, just write return 0. Clear? This is small code. Here I have declared a variable a within a block. Here this is a starting curly braces, this is the ending curly braces. Within that block, or within, you can say within the main function, within a function, I am declaring this variable a. So here a is a local variable. Local variable. The lifetime or scope of this a, local variable a, is within this block. I cannot access this a outside main function or outside this block. Clear? So lifetime or scope of the local variable is within that block or function where it is declared. Clear? Suppose in this case, suppose this is, I am taking integer main. Here I have declared one variable integer a equal to 20, same example I am taking, and I am taking one function void display. Clear? And I am calling display function from main function. I am calling this function, and this is return 0, and here I am defining this function outside main. This is void display. Clear? And here I am printing printf a equal to percentile d then a. Clear? This will generate one error. This is error. Why? Why this is error? Because here a is local to main, but here I have accessed this variable a inside display function. Clear? So local variable can be accessed within that block or function. I cannot access local variables outside that block or function or outside any other function. Clear? I cannot access those variables in another function. Clear? This is one error. Clear? Now see, this is about the local variables. Clear? Now come to global variable. Just second point is global variable. Now this is second point is global variable declaration. If what is global variable declaration? If I am declaring any variables outside all blocks or outside all functions, clear? Then that is called global variable declaration. If any variable declared outside of all functions or block, then that is called what? Global variable. Clear? Then the scope or lifetime of the global variable is throughout program. In all functions we can access the global variables. Clear? So the scope or lifetime of global variables throughout the program, in all functions I can access the global variables. What is global variable? The variable declared outside all functions or above all functions. Clear? Then that is called global variable. The global variable is by default initialize to 0. But the local variable by default initialize to garbage value. Clear? The local variable is by default initialized to garbage values, and the global variable by default initialized to 0. What does it mean? That means if I will not initialize the global variable, if I only declare the global variable, if I will not initialize at the time of a declaration, if I am not putting or giving any value to the variable, then by default it will take as 0. Just take one example. Suppose this is my main function. Clear? In main function I have already told this is suppose return 0 and this is the end of main function, and inside main I am printing printf a equal to percentile d, then a. What is a? A is my global variable. I have to declare this a outside all block or function. Above main I am declaring this variable, suppose integer a equal to suppose 10. Then what will the output of this code? Obviously I have taken the value of a as 10, then printf a equal to percentile da. It will print what? Output will be a equal to 10. Clear? Because this is the global variable. It is outside all functions or blocks. So in all functions I can access this variable what? A. Suppose I am taking, just take another example. Suppose here I have declared integer a equal to 10 and this is void display function I am taking, then integer main. Clear? Then inside main I am printing the value of this a equal to percentile d, then comma a, and this is return 0, and this is the end of main. And outside main I am defining this display function, void display, and inside display I am also printing a equal to percentile d, then comma a. Clear? Now see, I have declared this a outside main, also outside what? Display function. So a is a global variable here. In this case a is a global variable because it is declared above all functions, outside of all functions. So its scope is within the program. In all functions I can access this a. Here inside main I have not declared a. I have declared a above globally. So here I am accessing this a equal to percentile da. Also I am accessing a inside display function. In this case, what will the output? 2 times it will display. Output will be a equal to 10 for this main function. And yes, and here inside main you have to call this function. I have declared here, but I have not called. Inside main I have to call this. Then return 0. Clear? So your execution starts from main and it will print a equal to percentile d, that means a equal to 10 it will print. So output will be a equal to 10. Then it will call the display function. It will go to the definition part. Then again it will print a equal to what? 10. So a equal to 10 will print 2 times. Clear? So output will be a equal to 10. This is for main and this is for display function. Clear? This is very simple. Clear? Now see. Suppose another example, just see. I am taking another example. This is what? If I am declaring, suppose take another example, integer, suppose x equal to 10, clear? Then integer main, clear? And this is printf percentile d, then x. Suppose here I am printing x equal to, and x equal to, this is x, clear? X equal to percentile d x, this is equal to, then this is semicolon, and this is suppose return 0, return 0, clear? This is small code. Here I have declared x as a global variable, and inside main I have print what? X equal to percentile d, then x. So it will print, the output will be what? X equal to n. Clear? Now see, if I am declaring another variable, suppose a equal to 20 here. Clear? This a is a what? Local variable. Because I have declared this a inside main function. So a is a local variable. Now see, suppose I am printing here, printf a equal to percentile d, then a. So what it will print? A equal to 20. Here x is the global variable and a is the local variable. Here x equal to percentile d x means it will print the value of global variable x. So it will print x equal to 10. Now I have taken the local variable a equal to 20. So it will print a equal to 20. Clear? There is no doubt. Now see, suppose I am taking another local variable by the name of this local global variable. Same as global variable. Suppose integer x. X equal to, suppose I am taking 5. Now see, I have declared one variable x as global variable, and same I am declaring what? One local variable in the name of x, and I am initializing it with 5. So if I will print x equal to percentile dx, then what it will display now? Tell the output what it will display. Whether it will display the value of a local variable or it will display the value of the global variable. Always the local variable has more priority than global variable. Clear? So it will print the what? Value of the local variable, not the global variable. So output will be x equal to 5 and a equal to what? 20. Clear? Now suppose you want to print the value of this global variable. In this case, if there is same name in the local variable and global variable, and I want to print both the value of x as local variable as global variable, then what will happen? Just see, suppose in this case printf then x equal to percentile d. This is suppose global x equal to percentile d, then x. How I will print this global variable x? The value of global variable x. To print this global variable x, I have to use another keyword, that is extern. Extern. This is a keyword. This is a keyword. Clear? This is extern keyword. Extern means external. That means it tells the compiler, it is one declaration. It is type of declaration. So it tells the compiler that this x is a global variable and it is defined somewhere else or above the function. Clear? Outside the function it is defined. Clear? So now see, I am changing this to print the global variable. I am changing the code. Now take one block and inside this I am writing extern, then integer x. Clear? Then I am printing, suppose printf global x equal to percentile d, then x. Now see the result. This is return 0. Clear? And this is the end of main. Now see, what will the output of this code. Clear? Now see, execution, your program execution starts from main. Then integer a equal to 20, x equal to 5. So this is a local variable. Here I have declared what? One global variable here. Printf x equal to percentile dx. So it will print, output will be what? X equal to what? 20. Local variable. This is local variable, is more priority than global variable. So it will print the variable, local variable value, that is, this is 5, sorry. This is 5. Clear? So it will print the local variable value, that is 5. Next, printf a equal to percentile d. A value is 20, so it will print a equal to 20. Then come here. Extern int x. That means it tells the compiler that this x is a global variable. So it is declared outside this block. So here I have declared this x equal to 10. So this is now the global variable. Whatever statement I will write inside it, it will print the value of this global variable x, not the local variable. It will print the global variable value because here I have declared. Clear? Now it will print what? Global x equal to what? 10. Clear? Understood? Now this is one declaration. This is not what? Definition. This is declaration. So declaration means I can declare one variable or function multiple times, but I cannot define same variable multiple times. It will show error. That means, and another thing, if I am declaring like this, extern int x, it is one declaration. If I will initialize it by some value, suppose here I am initializing it to 20, it will become one definition. This is declaration with definition. That means memory will be allocated for this x. This is external means external variable, global variable. Again here I have declared one global variable. This is nothing but declaration with definition. Clear? So 2 times I am defining this same variable. So it will show error. In this case it will show error. I cannot define the same variable multiple times. But if I will write this only, extern int x, there is no error. There is no error. Because this is declaration I have told. Clear? The memory will not allocate for the declaration of any variable. It is, memory will be allocated when? When it will be defined. This integer x, suppose here I am writing integer x, that means it is both declaration and definition. It is working as declaration and definition both. So memory will be allocated. And as I have not given any value, it will be, as it is a global variable, it will initialize to 0. Here memory will be allocated for main function. Inside main block, memory will be allocated for what? Variable a and variable x. Here I have initialized to 20, so 20 will be initialized to a and 5 will be initialized to what? X. If I will not initialize the variable here, so it will be initialized to garbage value. Clear? If local variable is not initialized, it will be initialized by default. It will be initialized to what? Garbage value. If global variable I am not initialized, then by default it will be initialized to 0. Clear? Now see, suppose here I am writing, suppose here this is extern int, extern int x equal to 20. Clear? X equal to 20 I am writing. It's a what? Extern means global variable. int x. Now x becomes the global variable. It is the both declaration and initialization. Declaration and definition, because I have initialized. At the time of declaring, I am initializing to the external variable. That means now it is memory will be allocated for this x. This is the global variable. Global variable, and it will be initialized to 20. Clear? Then this is how I can access what? The local variables and global variables. Also, if the name of variable is same in local and global variable, then how I can access? Clear? By using the extern keyword. Extern variable means we are just declaring. If we are initializing, then it will be, memory will be allocated for that. But if I am not initializing now, there is no memory will be allocated for this x. This is only declaration. Clear? But if I am writing integer x, then both declaration and definition. This is nothing but both declaration and definition. So memory will be allocated for this x. If it is local variable, it will be initialized to garbage value. If it is global variable, this is local variable, global variable. If it is global variable, it will be initialized to 0. This is the difference between local variable and global variable. Local variable scope is within that block. I cannot access those variable inside another function. If I want to access those variable value inside another function, then I have to pass those variables as parameters or arguments. Clear? If then about the global variable, I can access the global variable throughout the program. In any function, I can access those variables. Clear? If the local variable and global variable name is same, then how I can access those global variables? Because local variable is more priority than the global variable. So if I will print, in that case, if its name is same, if I will print the variable value, then it will print the local variable value. Then using extern keyword, I can access the global variable value. Clear? This is about the declaration of memory variable, that is local variable declaration and global variable declaration. Clear? Today we will stop here, and in next video we will discuss some more about the function. Thank you.